Hi, Timmery.
Hi, Tessa. I can't believe it's the first official episode of 2025.
That's crazy.
Did you read the caption on the last episode?
I don't know that I did.
It said, pretend this came out on December 26, 2024.
I love that.
Because it really got released on January 3rd, 2025.
That's okay. It's still kind of the Christmas season.
Yeah, I would say that's what definitely an end of the year is keeping Christmas going past the 26th.
I did take my tree down on the 28th and all my decorations.
Honestly,
except for that banner.
Yeah, and you have some wreath or some garland.
Yeah, those just feel like winter to me.
Yeah.
But the Christmas tree just came down as quickly as I could.
Yeah, Jacob and I did that last night. And I feel a little bit freed.
Yeah.
It feels
It's
right.
like I love having it up, but I also just like want everything put away.
Yeah, like the second it's over.
Mm-hmm.
So we're really contradicting what I just said, is that Christmas can keep raging on.
I think like the Christmas spirit can stay alive.
Yes,
but
the
I
positivity,
think the decorations can go away.
Absolutely, because we don't need that clutter going into the new year.
No, we don't. I'm team like have one small tote of Christmas decorations.
Me too. Do you decorate for every holiday?
No.
Just Christmas?
Christmas, I have a couple fake pumpkins I put on my porch and like a
couple
kind
gourds.
of fall wreath
Mm-hmm.
in the fall time. That's it though.
Damn, Theo's about to chew that cord in half.
Hey,
Theo, how about we take this out of the podcast studio?
how about you go play over here?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Did
so
Theo
much-
get that antler for Christmas? Or has he had it for a while?
He got it kind of pre-Christmas.
The marrow is sucked out of that thing.
He did that like day one.
Yeah, no, lady gets an antler and she slurps that marrow straight out of it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't let her have it on the couch though.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well we have so much to cover today. It's insane. Anchoevies in the sea. Just a podcast with you and me. All our minnows having fun, splashing around under the sun. Whoa, yeah, 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 Happy New Year, you guys. Happy late Christmas.
Happy New Year, you guys.
And we just hope this year is full of so many blessings for you.
Can we just get a round of applause for this new year?
Yes, and for
Yes.
making it through the year of 2024.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
You.
We have had so many fun memories together and apart. And it has been just sparkling how amazing this year was.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, as I was doing my end of the year roundup post, which I realized that all of us on Instagram collectively said, every single person, almost, because I know you didn't participate, but it feels like every person I'm following posted a 20 post carousel with highlight moments of the year. And I saw that and I was like, okay, bet. I laid in my room with all the lights off, also because I was, sorry, Drew, cramping on my tampon. I was in violent pain. I had all the lights off. I scrolled to January 1st of 2024, and I looked at every single photo I took this year. And first of all, I lost 20 pounds this year just by simply not dieting anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So that changed my life, which
Love
is
that.
ironic. And everyone always says, like, intuit it, like, just follow your heart and, like, stop beating yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, eat those fear foods, bitch. And that's what I did, and I really got a lot healthier, I think. So that's a plus.
I love that.
Nobody died this year in my family. That's crazy.
That's a huge W for you.
Yeah, the death toll last year, I guess now 2 years ago, off the charts, like never before. So that was definitely cool.
I feel like that trajectory like couldn't have stayed at that level, or you don't have enough family members for it to stay at that rate.
And I would probably have had to go down too as well.
Yeah.
What else? Let's see. I didn't take like any pictures with my friends. I got to the end of the year and I was like, wow, you selfish hog. Like, no pictures with friends. Maybe 5. And so when I was doing the roundup, I started to feel guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is somebody going to say, I didn't get included. So I did end up sending some texts out, just like as a girl, like, hey guys, is anyone mad? Like, don't take it personally. And they're all like, yeah, it's fine.
Right. Because if you don't have pictures with them, they probably don't have pictures with you.
Right. So I was like, guys, New Year's resi is to take pictures together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a blanket statement for that.
Yeah, I do always want to be better about that. Like, sometimes
you are the best at that.
I try to capture the moment. However, I also don't want to ruin the moment by going like, pose, everyone pose.
Yeah.
Look at the camera. But everyone's thankful to have pictures. And it doesn't ruin the moment.
Yeah.
It just captures it.
Exactly. And thank you, Kodak, for sponsoring this episode. Thank you so much. We will be capturing some more Kodak moments this year. Let's see, anything else that happened? Oh, this was the year I got rid of my nose wart, as we've all heard about.
That's so special.
Yes. I'll never forget that. And it was the year I started Invisalign, which is a real blessing.
That's huge too.
Yeah, so it was a big year for me.
And you gained how many followers?
A lot of followers. I'm starting a cult. I'm starting an empire with my 115K. So I
probably grew at least 110K,
113.
That's crazy.
But I've lost a lot of soldiers on the way too. Because every day it gives you, like, if you click on your analytics, it says how many people followed you and unfollowed you that day. And every day, like, I would say about 1,000 people follow me. Every day, at least 300 people unfollow me as well.
I love that.
So it's really just, it's all about balance, you guys.
It really is.
Yeah.
And that's so special.
Super special. I'm trying to think of other things. Oh, I saw Taylor Swift in the flesh. That is like going to the Hall of Fame of my memories. And I can't wait to laugh about it with Taylor when we're,
besties,
chilling in my Hamptons house one day.
Yes.
That'll be fun. Yeah, it was just a crazy, crazy time.
I love that.
Mostly highs for me. I would say this was maybe one of the best years. It started really bad, ended really great. Yeah, what about you, Tessa? What about did you do the doom scroll through all your photos of the year?
I didn't, because I felt like I kind of missed the window to do that. Like, I didn't think about that until I was at your house on the 31st.
It's never too late.
Well, thank you. But due to that, I haven't like gone back and like thought about anything that I did this past year. So I'm a bit drawing a blank because I haven't, like, photos do refresh like what I did during the year.
It's kind of crazy that photos can spark up old memories.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Wow, when you put it like that.
Yeah, it's almost like something that we can look at and look back on and see what had happened.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes, that's so true.
It's really nice.
So I don't really know. I think I had a pretty good year. I don't think anything crazy really happened to me.
You threw a lot of backyard barbecues. And
I did.
You cooked so many hamburger patties.
It was the year of the Blackstone for me. That might have been a highlight.
Definitely. Tessa looked like an uncle on the Blackstone.
I was giving Uncle Tessa this summer.
Yeah.
In the backyard. Lots of smash burgers on the Blackstone. Lots of people over at my home.
Even a couple slushies as well.
Yeah. Fun times to be had by everyone. And
is this something you're going to recreate next summer? Bring back the Monday night barbecues?
I think so. The only thing is, like, we keep meeting new people, which is like a normal thing.
Right.
And a good thing. Everyone.
And we're
cheers
so
to everyone
blessed.
I've met.
Yeah, cheers. Hey, could we just actually give a round of applause to every person we've ever met? Oh my gosh.
Thank you guys.
We appreciate you so much.
Thank you. And you guys in the audience as well who are clapping with us too. So thank you. I just get like scared that I'm not gonna have room for everyone as this keeps growing. But you know what? I'll just keep doing that.
You know what they say is that when you do good deeds, your blessings will be multiplied. And I think that if there's a will, there's a way, and we'll just keep seeing what happens.
We'll see how many pounds of ground beef I purchased this summer versus last summer. I should have
You
kept
should do a chart.
I think I will. Because it's like weekly to the grocery store, and then I handball those patties so that I can smash them into some grilled onions.
And the grilled onions, oh my gosh.
It's a commitment, but I love my friends. I love seeing them every week. I love that I can just kind of do that. And then if I don't make plans with anyone else the rest of the week, it's kind of
a life hack.
It kind of is a life hack. Like, I stay home. Everyone comes to me. I feed them. I get to see a lot of people at once. And then my friends get to meet, too, which is
The like merging of the friend groups. We're normalizing that.
Which, like, when it's outside and it's hot and it's summer and everyone's just eating, like, there's no, like, activities you have to do. We're not, like, I'm not trying to explain a board game to you. It's, like, my kind of party, so I will probably continue.
Well, that's really a blessing for us all, and especially one of my favorite memories to look back on was the Survivor birthday party that you threw for me in your backyard, featuring smash burgers, and it was like basically just what Tessa was already doing, but I said this one's gonna be all about me, and I'm gonna dress like Jeff Probst.
Yeah,
and I in my memories thought everyone had so much fun at this. Watching the video back, I realized that I just made everybody shut up and listen to me and said, guys, this is what we're doing. And some of the footage that I had, I'm like, so guys, your fire is your life, and here we go. And then people would talk, and I'd be like, shut up back there. And then I would keep going, and I would get a couple laughs. Like, I almost felt like it was a performance for me. But then in some of the videos, I'm like, oh, people were maybe like feeling a little bit like, okay, we've had enough rounds maybe. And so that was a funny, like, oh, maybe the reality of this was a little slightly different.
I think, like, some of it was your coworkers were there who weren't usually at the Monday night hangs. It was so fun to have them. I don't think they particularly, or most of the people at Monday Night Hang, like, are Survivor watchers.
No, I think nobody there had seen Survivor.
And so, like, between the difference in age and them maybe not, like, knowing the other people there, and then you just, like, yelling in your cargo shorts and, like, polo.
Yeah, and just, like, berating everyone.
Like, what's an immunity idol or whatever that we hit around the yard. We did go to Dollar Tree right before and got all the stuff, basically.
Planned it all last. It was so good, though. And I think this year I want to have another Survivor-themed birthday party.
Let's do it. Let's do it forever.
Yeah. And we'll call it season 26 because I'll be turning 26. And that's what we did last year was Survivor 25, Spokane Valley. Because normally, if you're not a Survivor fan, well, now they're all in Fiji, but the new era is just... Like, everybody that is a Survivor fan is pro OG Survivor. They would go to different places every time. So it'd be like Survivor 16, Micronesia, like the name of wherever they're at. And it would be a totally different space. Whole thing. I won't get into it. But basically we'll replicate that in your backyard.
Yeah, I love that. Let's do it.
Okay. It's a plan. Any other things that stuck out about 2024 for you?
Not that I can think of off the dome right now.
Okay, if they come back, just hit us up. Let us know.
I will. I'm just going to, interrupt and insert myself.
Please do. Please do. Okay, one thing that I also want to talk, because today we're all about the ins and outs. We did this last year. Tessa did listen to that before this, and she has some intel from that. We also want to talk about, because what Christmas is all about is the gifts that you receive. And so, did you get anything cool for Christmas?
I did get some cool stuff. One thing that stands out is a color analysis appointment.
When is it?
I don't have it booked yet. But thank you to my mother, Corey.
Shout out,
dear
Corey.
To my heart. Best gift giver. I'm so excited to get those done. I've been wanting to get that done for a long time. And then after you got yours done and your whole life was changed,
literally changed
that needs
my
to be
life.
Me, but it is expensive, so bless her. I'm really excited about that.
That's amazing. I think that was the best thing I've ever done for my style in my life. I'm not gonna lie.
And the only thing that would have made it better is if someone else bought it for you, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be like even.
Yeah, you'll be above
better.
Me in that way, and it's going with our new rules as president when we are president that we talked about a couple episodes ago. So you're kind of getting it done, and I appreciate that.
I love that.
Yeah, I got some fun little thoughtful gifts. My sister-in-law made me like a full jar of beef tallow, which is just very like a time-consuming, thoughtful gift. She also got me a sticker that said it's like really tiny, maybe like an inch wide, and in really tiny letters it says, "If you're reading this, you're a slut." Or if you can read this, you're a slut.
That's awesome.
That was a highlight for sure.
It's a really personal gift.
Yeah, it felt really personal. And she made me a candle, and I was just like, damn, I got you a gift card, but okay. So yeah, just like shout out to the people that really put time into stuff like that.
Yeah, wish I was better at that.
No, you're really, says you made me a magnet, a homemade magnet. That is so tiny. It probably took so much time.
Stop.
Okay, before we get into it, I have a surprise. So
This isn't a surprise.
well, it is a surprise because you didn't know I was bringing it. Our friend
True.
was in Italy for a couple months, and she brought us a pastry, and Tessa left it at my house. And so I want to do a live taste test of it because
Yay. Theo, no.
I don't know why not.
Sit down.
Let's see. It's a mini ceviche, kind of like a
Panettone.
yeah. Oh, it's a panettoncino tradizionale. So yeah, we're gonna open it up. Audio only. I can only describe it as an Italian-looking muffin.
Do you know those big cakes though? Those big like. They're usually bigger than that. I'm gonna show you.
No.
A pic. I'm gonna show you a pic.
Okay.
I've never had one.
Hold on. ASMR. This one's for you.
Like these. It's a holiday thing. Like it's not. I've never had one.
Well, we're about to.
But it is a sweet, soft, and aromatized Italian bread that's baked into a dome. It's traditionally filled with candied orange, citron zest, and raisins. And this is a mini one.
This is a mini. I've peeled it off. For audio only, I'm holding it between my little talons. I do see chunks of dried orange as well as...
it smells so citrusy.
Yeah, it does.
It smells... Remember, do you know those like orange rolls at Beverly's?
Yes. It
really
smells just
specific.
like that.
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh.
Mmm.
It's good. It's not sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it would be really sweet.
Mm. I love that.
That's really nice. I'm surprised because it's like packaged and like was brought through a suitcase for a couple thousand
Nice
miles.
Shout out to Annie.
Shout out
Round of
Annie.
applause for Annie.
Thank you so much, Annie. Wow.
That's yummy.
How long do you think we will be doing round of applause into 2025?
The whole year if I can help it.
Yeah, I think so too. I just love doing this in front of a live studio audience.
That one's here to stay.
Yeah. Okay. 1 to 10, what do you give it?
For it being brought over from Italy
Mm-hmm.
for us, I give it a 10.
I agree. Like, I can only imagine having this fresh.
Yeah. And it's really nice and light and citrusy. Maybe we're uncultured for never having this before because I have seen these like around the holidays in those big packages. That's never appealed to me because I'm like, how old is this bready cake?
Right. Well, that's what's
But this
like
is
kind
great.
of sus about when you are in Europe, I feel like, and you'll go and get those prepackaged stuff like this. It's always so much better than our no, actually no, because there's a certain what
Je ne sais quoi.
je ne sais quoi, I guess, yeah, about getting like a Little Debbie situation. Like, I'm not gonna shade on that because it has a time and place, but it's so much better in a different country. Some of those like prepackaged biscuits that I would eat whilst being an au pair
Yeah.
back in 2019 were so good. I would just chow down on a box of chocolate biscuits, things like that. Yeah, I want to get one of these.
This
like,
reminds
raisins.
me of like a Hawaiian sweet roll plus citrus.
It's almost like
'Cause
an
it's like-
orange rind inside, like a dried orange rind.
Because it's not like muffin texture and it's not quite croissant, but it's like more like bread. Oh, it's good.
Yeah, thanks
What's
so
your
much, Annie.
Thank you, Annie. What are your thoughts, just because this kind of goes hand in hand, I feel like, TJ Maxx food items? People are you're either for it or you're against it.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I have never actively bought food from there, but I recently watched a TikTok about foragers, if you're familiar. So a forager is like a modern forager is like a person who shops at places like TJ Maxx or Ross where they have these like items you'll never probably find again, and it's goes hand in hand. Like, you're either a forager or you're not. It's like, babe, where did you get that limited edition salted caramel rose pistachio pre-peeled nut?
True.
Well, you have to savor it because you're never going to find it again. And so I think that it's a really special thing and quality for someone to be pro TJ Maxx food. I have yet to delve into that, which is crazy because I feel like that kind of fits into my lore and personality. Like, I think it would make sense.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a New Year's resolution for me.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. It's always scared me a little bit. Just like, I see all the things that I think have been sitting in there for months and months, maybe a year. Mm-hmm. Just like random broken cutting boards and like weird things that you never ever want. And then it's just like a bag of the weirdest flavor combination covered almonds.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't think, or like a jar, like who's buying a jar of olives? I have met some people, I work with some people who are big TJ Maxx food people. And you know what? More power to them.
Yeah, I bet.
I guess I'm sleeping on it.
We should go to TJ Maxx after this and find like a really whack flavor, and we could do a live taste test as well.
I would love that. I wonder how fresh. I mean, just not at all.
We could do taste test of the week, and every week one of us brings a snack or a. That's a lot of planning, though.
I was going to say, like, let's not say that out loud, but if it happens, like...
If it happens naturally, we'll welcome it and accept it as well. Mm-hmm. Okay. Last thing I want to talk about before we get into ins and outs is that for New Year's Eve, we watched the Twilight Saga. Tessa was only able to make it for the last viewing, which was Breaking Dawn Part 2. Spoilers ahead. If you haven't seen Twilight, go yourself. You're missing out. And I have a couple things I want to say, because it's been a few years since I've watched it all in perpetuity. Is that the right?
Sure.
Okay. And so first things first, I'm a Twilight diehard. They were the first book series I read as a teen that had sex in it. Edward was my sexual awakening, as we've discussed before, or he was one of them. But if you haven't seen it, which I thought everyone's seen this by now, well, now I'm at this point in my life where I work with kids, literal kids, 10 years younger than me, and I'm talking to this girl. Let's call her Maggie. Maggie has never seen Twilight. She's 16 years old. She's a little sweetie that I work with. And I'm thinking, what? Everyone's seen Twilight. Not Generation Z, not Generation Beta, which also isn't. Have you heard that is a
I'd
name?
be so pissed if that was my generation. Yeah. I'd be like, what'd you call me?
Generation Beta, bitch. Like, all of you guys are inferior. Mm-hmm. We own you.
Yep.
That's kind of the first thought I had when I saw Beta. I was like, that is so Beta. Yeah. And I love that for us. Mm-hmm. It kind of
I'm going to make fun of them.
Yeah, I don't care. It'll be our like kids toddler, probably, but we'll be bullying them all. Anyways, I'm like, everyone's seen Twilight. And she's like, no, I don't feel like people like watch that anymore. Okay, first, what? Ouch. That one cut straight to the soul. Second, I go, Maggie May, you have to go and watch this before Christmas break is over. It's the greatest series of all time. Mm-hmm. And then I'm watching it with some of my friends, and I'm going, oh no, this girl's going to watch this and be like, without like growing up, without being like the biggest deal, similar to Hunger Games.
Right.
I would probably go, what the are you making me watch?
It's wild watching it back, truly.
Watching it back, even as someone who was obsessed as a fan, it just is crazier every single time. Especially when you step back and realize that Stephanie Meyer, the creator of the books, was a Mormon. Mm-hmm. They are the horniest movies I've ever seen. Everybody's making out constantly. Mm-hmm. The vampires, they can't get enough of each other. When the vampires get married, which they're all about waiting until marriage as vampires as well, especially Edward. One of the couples, they say when they got married that they had sex for 10 years straight because they didn't have to breathe, they don't have to sleep, they don't have to eat. So what are they gonna do? For 10 years. That's crazy. And just like everything about it is so much crazier, and I'm just thinking of this 16-year-old. I just forgot so
much of this.
Yes, and I remember so much, and then you watch it. It's like, even as someone who has played Twilight, seen it in the past, it reminded me so much of many things. So yeah. Anyways, try to get. It was a wild
rewatch. I watched those as a kid at the midnight premieres with my Auntie Chelsea and the cousins. She would drive us in because we were not. I don't even know if we were driving yet.
No, probably not.
And I was not like ever particularly into them, but they were fun to watch.
Yeah.
And I just like in the one we were watching where Bella's like in a bodycon dress, like going out to feast in the forest, and she's just running like 400 miles an hour in this blue bodycon dress and like running straight up this like rock side to like
a cliff that is
this cliff
genuinely
straight
a
up,
90
like someone
degree.
is rock climbing on it, and she smells him and like has to have his blood. But just like the poor, it's almost like looking back at Polar Express after we thought it was like incredible technology and going like, oh, this animation looks like crazy scary.
Horrifying.
And now it's like, probably when that came out, we were like, oh yeah, the vampires are moving so fast. And now it just looks comical. It's like, I could do that in AI now.
Oh,
it's like everyone's like, I thought I didn't do anything in 2024, but I look back and it's like them figure skating and whatever. That feels like the exact same technology.
Exactly.
From Twilight.
It's better. It's more advanced than when the Twilight movies came out, which is
it's like
scary.
So fun to laugh at.
Yeah, but even as horrible as it is still so good and so satisfying for my heart and soul to watch it. And I will always rewatch them, and I will always cherish them very much.
And it was fun because Abby has never seen them.
Yes, watching Twilight with someone who's never seen it is the best.
It was our age. Like, I don't know how that happened for her.
I don't either. But I count my blessings and I thank Jesus every day because I got to watch Abby live react not only to Jacob imprinting on Renesmee, which is a whole other bag we can unpack someday because we're like, oh my gosh, at the time we were like, yeah, like that's so hot. Jacob Black is a pedophile and we were all just okay with it. And he's like, it's not like that. But then he's also like, but yeah, I'm gonna this kid as soon as she's 18, like she's my girl. So okay, that's like step one in grooming. That's exactly what he did.
Right.
And also by the time she's 18, she's really only 7. She's going to reach for her entire growth by age 7,
which is crazy.
And he's like, hell yeah. And the crazy scene that I forgot about that just really made me feel some type of way was at the end when Edward is able to like see Alice's vision of them all hanging out with Jacob and Renesmee as actively an adult and they're like holding hands walking down the beach and he's like, I could get used to this. I'm like, you're literally saying
so weird.
I can't wait for you to my daughter when she's 18 with your werewolf body. Crazy. And then also huge spoiler, if you haven't seen Breaking Dawn Part 2, fast forward because I want this to be like something special.
You've had
that
10
you
years.
You have had a lot of time, okay? But fast forward 1 minute if you don't hear this. When Alice reveals, like at the end of Breaking Dawn Part 2, they have the whole war. Edward dies. Carlisle beheaded. Everybody's dying left and right. And then, pause. It's all undone. It was Alice showing Aro her vision. Seeing Abby's jaw drop and be stuck to her chest for a good 2 minutes after that just... It really propelled me into the new year.
Brought tears to my eyes,
Yeah, that was beautiful. So that's what we did on New Year's Eve.
It was crazy. And then we all were like, can we just celebrate at 11? Can we call 11 New Year's? And
we were all, you and Carly were all.
And Annie.
And me and Abby said, absolutely not.
And I said, Abby, I'm your ride home. Like, we will celebrate at 11 and I will get you home by midnight.
Yeah. And you still got to celebrate with her, dropping her off.
I did.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It's beautiful. I did fall asleep on the couch.
Right. Because we finished the movie at like 9 or 10. So
and already I was like, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot.
That's just kind of how I am.
Wow. Okay, well with that, the 2024 season has come to an end. I think we did the exact same thing last year.
I can confirm since I just kind of briefly re-listened to that.
We haven't grown or changed at all.
No, we haven't.
And cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Tell me I'm the love of your life just for the night. Even if you don't feel it. Tobussie McGuire liked a bunch of my videos.
That's an awesome name.
I really agree. Epic.
We're back.
Welcome back to 2025. Now let's discuss our ins and outs that we totally spent a lot of time on. Tessa, start us off, please.
Okay.
Please, I'm begging you.
Yeah, I didn't think...
We didn't talk about these before either. They're all going to be a surprise to both of us.
My first out is oatmeal. I just think that, like, it had its time and it had its spotlight. And I think, like, the more people look into oats and oatmeal, they realize, like, it's actually not that healthy for you.
Because that hurts because the first thing I did on the first of the year was make 2 batches of overnight oats.
Okay. Well, I'm just like, that's kind of my prediction. I'm fine with oatmeal. I like it, but like.
Just out. It's done with its PR moment.
I think so.
Maybe you're saying?
Yeah. I like oatmeal and cookies.
Yeah.
I like it for breakfast, but I just think there's so many more breakfast foods that I'm passionate about. Oatmeal's at the bottom.
Okay. Bye-bye oatmeal. You heard it here first.
Bye.
Also, disclaimer, guys, before we get into the ins and outs list, just a reminder that if you disagree with us, then you're fucking wrong. And yeah, do take them all personally because this is very personal. And if you have a problem with that, you know what? Leave us a 1-star review because all publicity is good publicity. Thank you.
Publicity is good publicity.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna now with that, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna do an in. May I? Do y'all mind if I do an in?
No, please do it.
The creative process.
Expand on that.
Yeah, I don't mind if I do. So 2024 for me was like production year. I was really popping my every single day. I think I posted at least 1 to 4 or 5 videos almost every day.
You were going hard.
I was going hard in the paint and
What?
going hard in the paint? Have you never heard that?
No.
Well, I guess because you're not a part of the rap community.
Okay. Sorry.
Hold on, let me just...
And that is true. That's not something I have a rebuttal for. That is just a fact.
Waka Flocka Flame. Wait, is this going to get us in trouble? I guess we don't...
I would just play a short amount of it.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh, bleep that out. Hard in the paint. Let me just find... Oh. Here we go. Right here?
I go hard in the motherfucking paint.
Okay. So we'll bleep probably all of that out, just for copyright and just like words that were said there. So all year I was just busting my to get it all out there, and as fun as that was, not sustainable for me, and I didn't give much way to the creative process. This year I want to make some serious fart. Take away that art. and I don't care if that means I don't post for a couple days in a row. Things like that. I don't care about the algorithm anymore. We're going to say the algorithm. Yeah. And bring on the creative process.
So true.
Step back from the art and view it. And last night I turned my phone off for 8 hours, which shouldn't be as big of a deal as it is.
I'm really proud of you.
That was the longest I have not been on my phone. Other than being asleep in... probably at least a year.
That is really impressive.
Yeah, and I say that openly, and I welcome judgment because I am judging myself for that as well.
No, that's really impressive. You really took to heart what we talked about last episode, and you did it.
Yeah.
You have a little loop in your hair. Can I?
Yeah.
I ride for that.
Thank you.
I love that, and I've never had a creator that creators that I love that I'm like, have they not posted today? Why haven't they posted in 2 days? I know that people will do that.
It's crazy.
However, put out good content.
So true. Okay, next.
I love that.
Thank you for being in solidarity, by the way.
Of course. My first in is crock pots.
Yes.
If it's not already in for you, I want it to be in for you. This year, I've really stepped into that. I've been on that crock pot game in my adulthood.
It's elite.
But I've really been on it the last week or so. It's just like there's
right now
nothing.
You're on it.
There's
and your house smells really
chicken
good.
Tacos in the crock pot right now, cooking up for us to eat later. Like, what a freeing thing. Nothing makes me feel like a more successful person better than anyone else than when I'm working hard at work. There's food cooking in the crock pot. I get home, my house smells like amazing food, and then I just get to eat.
All done
and it's
while
all
bleeding.
Totally. Yeah, exactly. And it's not like tough chicken. Like, anything I cook in there just fall off the bone, fall apart.
I support, and I also ride for that.
Yeah.
Okay, out. Dieting.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take your diet and shove it where the sun don't shine. I don't want to hear about it.
I thought we were over that last year, and it seems like you guys still aren't.
Yeah, and it's an active battle in my brain in recovery from all of that. But like I said earlier, not dieting bless me.
Same.
And I think it will bless you too.
Yeah, your metabolism gets
yeah.
if you keep yo-yo dieting. And you don't deserve that.
Nobody does.
Eat the food queen.
Eat the cookie. Buy the dress. Be the queen that you are.
Yes.
Okay.
On that note of dieting, I have Diet Coke out. I know. It's just the aspartame. Sorry.
Tessa.
I'm so sorry.
Tessa,
I know.
you just set a mob off and they're coming for your throat with a pitchfork.
Guys, I love Diet Coke. I had one last night, okay?
Do you have one in your fridge today?
No. It's just something that if I go through if I get fast food, I want a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Because I want a fountain drink. It's so much better. Like I'm not buying canned Diet Coke.
No, it's either going to be a mini can or a fountain.
Yeah, mini can.
Regular can, that has never been in.
What is Theo on right now? I don't know.
Yeah, Theo's on some new 2025.
He wants to share his ins and outs.
Yeah.
So I just think yes, everything's bad for you. No, you can't avoid everything. However, I do think aspartame's it's just bad.
I say give me more.
Okay. I'm going to say though they're expensive, I love a Poppy moment. I love an Ollie pop. Is that what those are?
Yeah. But are they even expensive though? Because I was like, oh, maybe I'll buy a little bottle of Coke, Diet Coke, obviously.
Yeah.
On my way out the store, it's $2.25.
For a little.
That's the same as an Olipop.
Yeah.
So give me a break.
I know. Everything's expensive, so may as well.
Yeah. Let's see. Another in. Okay. This one, y'all need to take personally because this one's for everyone out there. Journaling. Some of y'all need to buy a journal. Stop telling us that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I did not need to know that.
True.
Some of y'all be getting online telling me some crazy things I didn't anticipate.
Yes.
Get a journal. And how about we start putting those thoughts in that journal and doing some reflection?
Okay, that's really funny that you bring that up because while I fully agree and sometimes I'm like, dear Lord, why would you ever post that online? In the same token, I did write down on my ends, airing your dirty laundry out on Facebook.
Facebook is different. Facebook
is
doesn't
so
count.
different. Facebook is the kind of people, you have people on Facebook. Okay, I need to just reframe and regroup.
Take all the time you need.
Is where the kind of people reside that you want to see their dirty laundry.
Yes.
They're coworkers you had years ago. Maybe you have some people on your husband's side of the family, or you have distant relatives,
ex-husbands.
Those are people I'm not going to Facebook to see about people who I see often. That's for Instagram.
Right.
But Facebook, I get a lot of...
It's no man's land.
It's no man's land, and they just say whatever they want, and I love it.
Yeah.
So in that token, keep doing that.
Please never stop.
I feel like it's mostly TikTok.
It's what I was talking about was more Instagram. I feel like some people will get on there and be telling me some of their deep thoughts where I'm like, that is for a different place than this.
Yeah, or TikTok
Take it to
videos.
Facebook. Either get a journal or take it to Facebook.
True. Those are your two options right now in 2025.
TikTok is on the way out, so it's
yeah, but I feel like people on TikTok are they just post wild stuff about details of their marriage and their relationship that I'm like, is your husband on TikTok? Again, journal or take it to Facebook.
Yeah, journal and Facebook are one and the same. Take it there.
Yeah,
and we'll leave it at that.
Leave me out of that.
Okay. Kind of this, I guess, maybe fits in the similar genre in committing to your cyberbullying comments. Okay, and this one is targeted to my cyberbullies. If you're gonna comment that you think I'm an ugly whore, you cannot keep saying sorry, but you either say it with your chest or you shove it up your ass. Okay,
Amen.
People will say, I don't mean this the wrong way, but the way you fold your pants into this cuff, these ones specifically, someone said the way you cuff the bottom of those makes me want to kill myself. Okay, why do we start with don't mean to be rude. Sorry, I had to say this.
If you have to say that.
If you had to, take out the first sentence.
Or just don't say it at all.
I don't even care if you say it. Just commit. Don't be a little...
I remember my first bullies in 3rd or 4th grade that weren't really bullies. They were just like rude kids. Starting a sentence off with, no offense, but...
Yes.
And even from that point, I was like, wait, if you have to say that out loud, don't say it at all.
Yeah, or commit.
Or just be mean and be like, I hate your sweater.
Not this weird in between little freaky shit. I don't like it.
That is weird.
But yeah, just commit or leave it in the thought box or talk about it with your friends like normal people.
There's a lot of things we could just leave up here. Leave up here in the mind.
Says us who has a podcast
Also,
where we say all sorts. Later I go, maybe we should have left that in the brain box.
I didn't write this down, but like in having a little bit of shame. I just think that some people, that would be good for them.
Yeah, they humbled quick.
They just need a little bit of shame. Like maybe I shouldn't say that out loud.
What do you mean by that, I guess?
I guess like it came up when we had a couple patients in the office a couple weeks ago and they were just like this old couple, like 60s, 70s. Okay, I haven't said their first or last name yet. Do you guys want their date of birth? Their SSN. And they're just like, sorry, they were gross. And like there's something about gross old people. Like I think he was just there for his wife's appointment and he was like openly like, yeah, sometimes I'll fart in bed and then I'll put the blankets, I'll close up the blanket so that when she gets in bed, she like has to smell it again. Like so gross.
Why are you telling me this?
And like as my coworker was telling me what had happened back there, I was like, people need to have a little shame.
Yeah, actually,
that's what I mean.
After
like,
being a door, I wasn't really a door-to-door salesman, but I had a job that we don't talk about where I would go into strangers' houses. I genuinely think some people like that just want somebody as a soundboard that they can say anything to, and yeah, they could definitely use.
You just need to like have those conversations in your head first.
Yeah.
Shame needs to be in there just before you're talking.
Right.
You know, just like
this is a pro-shame podcast, and we hope that you feel
in
that.
like most scenarios, I'm not pro-shame. However, like if you identify with any of the comments that are in this topic of discussion,
maybe
try
think about it.
Maybe try a little bit this year. I don't know.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah, we say that with so much
much love and respect.
Yeah.
Of course.
Do you want to go next, or you want me to hit it?
My next in is cereal. Mine have all been kind of food related.
In cereal, yes, I agree.
I don't think I've had cereal regularly since I lived with my parents.
This connects to my anti-dieting new lifestyle.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Do you know what like a fear food is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you guys don't know what that is, like God set us free. I wish that I could not know what that is, but basically it's like as I think most women that I know it happens to men too. Okay, there's obviously a lot of that everywhere, but I think especially as a girl, it's safe to say most of us have had some sort of disordered eating, body dysmorphia, etc. And with that comes fear food. So like for me, a fear food is peanuts. Like I think, even though I know it's not true logistically, my brain still tells me if you eat peanuts, you're going to like gain a bunch of weight.
Mm-hmm.
What? Literally just peanuts. Okay, cereal was like that for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I eat a bowl of cereal, I'm going to like what? Who even knows what happens after? But in my head, it would be like that's bad. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that is part of my journey. Is I've been actively eating more peanuts and cereal just to kind of be like,
yeah,
screw you, dieting and body image problems.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used cutting to be up a banana in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
In what kind of cereal?
Well, I recently bought
Rice
some
Krispies?
Cocoa Puffs.
Banana in that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was fire.
I love that. I used to do that
Rice
a lot in
Krispies?
Rice Krispies. We were a big cereal family. Cereal after dinner, like as a dessert, and cereal for breakfast at any point in the day. So I will be bringing that back.
Yep. Put respect on the name.
I said that dairy was an in, and alternative milks were out, and I still stand by that. Like, I'm buying,
even in your cereal.
Oh yeah, we're going regular milk. I feel like there's bad stuff about Fairlife, but
I mean, you're getting the protein. Like, it's all bad. It's all totally screwed.
Yeah, it's all bad. It's like Diet Coke.
It's like
I'm not gonna drink Diet Coke, but I'm gonna drink whatever.
You know
anyway,
what?
Pick your battles,
you're
guys.
damned if you do. You're damned if you mother.
That's so true.
Especially with food in it. And don't even get us started on that.
True.
Because I'm not educated enough to talk about it.
Same.
Okay, let's see. Another out. Let's do Okay, this one, like, you guys got to take it the right way that I'm intending it. Okay.
That's tough about a podcast.
Because that's the tough thing is, like, if you guys ever get offended by what we say, just know we didn't mean it that way.
Totally.
Okay, this is something I've said before, and I think it was something that, like, everyone was saying in 2024, and I'm going to go ahead and say it's out, and then I'll back it up.
Okay.
Out saying, I'm a girl's girl. Bitch, don't say it, prove it. If you're always if you're taking that to your grave, why you gotta say that so loudly? Say it from here.
I get that. I think that kind of goes hand in hand with a lot of phrases that, again, if you have to say it out loud, like,
wait a minute,
do you mean it? Like, is it true? Like, there's always, what's the one word? Oh, this is more in, like, the business realm of, like, I feel like contractor adjacent people.
Wait, real quick.
Yes.
Because I feel like I'm going to lose my train of thought.
Yeah.
The reason I said this is because I feel like saying I'm a girl's girl was at a time used to separate the girls and be like, I'm a girl's girl, these girls aren't. And just like publicly hating on other girls on TikTok who maybe were doing some crazy stuff. Okay, I don't know. There was so much drama on TikTok last year. And I feel like the girls would be like, I'm a girl's girl, like this girl, blah. And I'm like, you are literally making it worse somehow.
Right.
I don't know. That's kind of where it stemmed from. That's
very true. It's like, I care about all girls
and
I'm a girl's girl. But these girls over here suck. It's like, well.
And that's why Charlie XCX came through and healed us all by working it out on the remix.
I love that.
Yes. Sorry. I would forget if I didn't say that.
Yeah. And you already prefaced by saying you were going to explain it more. And then I was like, also, yeah, exactly. Because.
But no, because you do need to interrupt me more this year too. That's an in for you because I'm always just.
No, it's not true.
Sending.
Contractor adjacent people saying like when they want to get hired from you, being like, I have a lot of integrity. That's a red flag. And that's a really specific one. However, like my parents over the years being business owners and like having a bunch of people come work for them, they're like, that is this is the worst thing someone could ever say because all the people who go, you know what, I'm just an honest guy and I have a lot of integrity. They're always the absolute worst people in the planet who screw you over more than anyone else.
That's what we call a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah. If you have to say it out loud, again, is it true?
We're going to question it.
Yeah.
Okay, glad we could all clarify that.
Right. Obviously, that doesn't apply to you saying you're a slut. Like, that's just true.
Oh, yeah, right. That's
like,
a little different.
Yeah, it's
a little
totally
more
different.
playful. But I think I saw it used as like a weapon almost throughout the year on TikTok. Like, I'm a girl's girl. Are you, bitch? Like, that's kind of the vibe really that I was getting. Okay. Another out. Your dog's balls, chop them off.
Mine specifically?
All. I don't want to see that tight sack. I love Theo, and like if I have to live with him having his sack on for the rest of his life, I will do that as his aunt.
The thing is,
but I'm talking all dogs because I just can't stop staring at the balls.
It's really distracting, and I actually hate him so much. Sorry, Theo, buddy.
Theo,
You're
sorry,
so
we
precious.
hate your balls.
We've
You're
been
perfect,
like,
though.
He's a puppy, so we're like, okay, as soon as he hits one, like, chopping him off.
Yeah.
And he's now over one. He turned one in
You guys
June.
don't want to keep him?
No, we don't want to keep him. We just like he already cost us like $1,000 in vet bills. Anyway,
right.
But it's funny because Abby, who's in naturopath school, is very
pro balls.
She's very pro balls because of what it does to your dog. Something testosterone, whatever. She's like, I'm not chopping my dog's balls off.
But she has it too good. Like she's been spoiled because you can't even see her dog's nuts.
Yeah, Theo's. It's like I go to take a darling, precious picture of him snuggled up on the couch. They're just out for all to see.
Violently tight and large sack. I've never seen a tighter ball sack on a dog than Theo's. Sorry, Theo.
Like, I know it just kind of ruins his whole like cute, goofy vibe. And I do want them off. And I think he'd be more comfortable if they were off. Sorry, Abby. I'm not really gonna look into like the long-term effects of that. I think
just like, I don't know, everyone's doing it. Everyone's chopping on
and that's a really good,
that's
a really good reason.
Yeah, always a good reason to do something.
Don't look at look at his, please.
I think he's just out of frame, but yeah, he's got a big package down there. Okay, next.
Out automatic salt and pepper grinders.
Tessa, I have to disagree.
Okay, like maybe because no one's ever bought them for me.
No, because you know who has one?
Who?
Yes. of my friends who has that.
Dean and Caitlin.
Yes.
That's so
That
funny.
is so on brand for them.
Okay.
They're bougie as hell.
Just like keep trying to understand because it's like at first I saw them, I was like, what the hell? And then obviously it's been a long time since they've been out, but like I just keep going like, are these growing in popularity? Like I don't understand.
It's like
what is the deal with them?
Let me explain it for you.
Okay.
Let me put it in nice ways. Okay. It's one of those things where, yeah, you're like, that's stupid. What, cash grab. Until you are, let's say, this has happened multiple times. Jacob goes, baby, get in here and like crack this pepper. Because he's got one meat hand that's been touching whatever, the chicken wings, steak, whatever it is. 2 hands cracking it. He can't do that. He's going to contaminate and get salmon vanilla all over our pepper grinder.
Okay.
And then we go over to Dean and Caitlin, start cooking. Dean's making some chicken. Zzz, 1 meat hand, 1 hand on the grinder. And I go, oh my gosh, you guys are so rich. It's not even funny. You guys are giving rich. And I need that in my life.
It seems like a specific scenario that you need to do that.
It's one that happens often where he's like, babe, come in here and crack this pepper right now.
Okay,
I say,
maybe I
"Yes,
just
my
like live a
king."
different life. Maybe when I'm making smash burgers, that would be convenient. I just
think
like
you're, because
how
you
much
got
are
one
those?
hand.
Because sorry, here's what I'm doing. I'm done.
And it's kind of satisfying to get that good crunch.
What if like you go to Olive Garden?
I was just about to say the same
and
thing.
they say when, and you hear instead of.
At Olive Garden,
I'm
that
not
can
going
never
anymore.
happen. Yeah. I wouldn't go back. But at home, I see the need. I don't have one. I wish to one day.
I need to know the price range of these.
Let's look it up.
To know if that's like, if it's $20, like, okay, I guess. I don't need that. I'm also kind of anti like
You're not a smart
electronic
home girl?
gadgets. Like I wanted a manual coffee grinder that I have to grind by hand. Because I just think like I end up throwing things away because I stop
That's because
working.
of your uncle necessities. You're kind of an
It's
uncle
kind of,
in your heart.
Yeah, it's kind of goes back to being uncle.
Automatic pepper.
Supersonic, hypnotic, funky fresh.
Yes. Okay, so the first one I'm seeing, bestseller, $16.99. You can get a set. I think this is one Dean and Caitlin has, $30.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I would pay that. I would
It's just
absolutely
like,
pay that.
sorry, it's kind of cringe to me. I'm still leaving them on my outs list, even though now I have a little bit more understanding of what they're for. I'm still not about them.
That's okay.
And the blue light comes on or something.
Tessa,
Sorry,
we
that's
can
dumb.
agree and disagree. What
love
about the
it.
blue light?
It's kind of dumb.
What? I don't get it.
Isn't there usually like a blue light that comes on once they start grinding?
Not on Dean and Caitlin's.
Okay. The ones I've seen, like someone goes to. And
It's like when you put party mode on a Juul and it does like a rainbow.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Like I love my salt and pepper grinders LED lights. Let me change the color on them real quick.
Yeah. No, I'm pro. But that's okay. We aren't always gonna agree.
That's so
And
true.
we'll move over those speed bumps together.
True.
Okay, let's see. In gravity defying confidence. That is what is the theme of this year for me. That
What a good couple words.
and the creative process combined, I will become unstoppable.
Uh-huh.
I spent so much of my life just being a hater of myself, gatekeeping myself. Can you guys tell I'm on the self-help side of TikTok right now?
Good.
It's very prominent. Life is so much more fun when you just, I don't know how, for me, I think it took a lot of people dying in my family to just be like, oh my gosh, life is short. I gotta live, not to get all deep on you guys, but like, really nothing matters of like what others think about you, all of that, yada, yada, yada. My life was so much better for it this year of just like dressing like a slut, wearing whatever I want, stepping into all of that. And I want that for all my friends
I love that.
and strangers and haters too. You guys could use it.
Yeah, have a little confidence for yourself. Maybe you wouldn't go commenting hate speech on someone's TikTok.
With a soft little spine saying, oh, sorry, I gotta say this.
Oops, sorry, I just had to. My little Twitter fingers couldn't stop.
I couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
Anyways.
As Drake once said, trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Just think about that for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And my next in is cheap shampoo. I'm not the first person to have this thought. However, I've been on the cheap shampoo game for a while. I just think All we're doing is washing our hair. So like if it gets it clean and it's $5,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
I'm kind of on board with that, but the only problem is I have a fake reality because I have a plug for my shampoo where I get salon size liter that lasts me for a full year. So it's like I'm buying the cheap shampoo, but I'm getting that nice shampoo quality.
That's
but
nice.
I will piggyback off that because I do think most products are scams.
Yeah.
So
And like I just be double shampooing.
you go through a lot, and you got a lot of hair.
I got a lot of hair, even when I yes, I have short hair now, and it's less hair, but I wash it more frequently now that it's short.
Mm-hmm.
So I just go through a lot, and like I'm not gonna. I see I'm like, oh, a nice bottle of whatever, and it's like even $20.
It's crazy,
and it looks like a 16-ounce bottle that'll last me not that long. I just
We don't have
sorry, I'm
time.
over it.
Yeah, I support that.
Thanks.
Okay, we're getting close to the end here. Another out. Okay, this is like really like this whole all of my list is so influenced by my self-help on TikTok, okay? Out being a negative ass hater all the time. It's only allowed in sprinkles, okay? And here's a quote that I got from TikTok from some rando this week. If they're always talking about other people, it's because no one listens when they talk about themselves. Let that sink in.
That's good.
This doesn't count when you're gabbing with your besties, okay? That's a different category.
Obviously.
Those, like, people in your life that just suck the life out of you, they're just hating on everything. I'm like, girl.
Yeah.
Or guy, please.
Please. Yeah,
Stop being such a hater.
True.
Even though, like, we have been known to be a little bit of haters, but
not to, like, a specific, I don't know.
Yeah. You know, you guys, the minnows get it. I don't need to explain further.
We're not going to defend ourselves anymore.
Yeah. That's what out defending myself. Bye.
Bye. My next out is, self-checkouts. If you're a nice person, those should be out.
Can you explain?
Here's what I think. I think cashiers, people who work in grocery stores, anyone who's working and on the clock, they need some nice interactions throughout the day. And what I'm thinking is happening is all the nice, pleasant, younger people are going to self-checkouts. Like myself, I'm a self-checkout girl.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can be pretty efficient. I don't have to wait in line. I can do it myself. And then I think, are all the meanies, all the Karens going through the checkout lines?
And the clerks are just taking the brunt.
I think like if you pride yourself on being nice to grocery store workers and servers and stuff like that, take one for the team and go through the checkout line.
Just to bless their day.
Bless their day and let meanies who are in a rush use self-checkout. So I want to just like flip-flop it. If you're mean, go to self-checkout. If you're nice, go make a little bit of small talk with the cashier.
That's nice. That's a good thought.
Have I done it much? No. Did I just have that thought the other day at the grocery store? Yes. So I'm going to start doing that because I'm not a meanie. I try to ask how their day's going.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that at self-checkout.
Yeah, no, right. Absolutely. And when I go through the self-checkout, I usually mess something up, and I shouldn't be allowed in that line anyways.
Those people, the people who are manning self-checkouts and teachers need to be the highest paid people in the world. I truly have never been in a scenario where I'm like, I would hate this job so much more than the self-checkout person who's just getting called in every direction. Like,
for people like me
who are so miserable.
Yeah. Yeah,
guys,
our heart goes out to you.
Can we get a round of applause for our self-checkout team members and also teachers, too? And can we pay them a little bit more, guys?
Yes. Come on, guys. Take it out of my tax. I don't give
Thank you.
Do it.
Yeah.
That is a good. I like that one, Tessa. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Out credit card debt. I'm trying to get out of credit card debt. Is basically what I'm trying to say. I don't want to be swiping anymore. So that's all I have to say about that.
But you're getting miles, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting miles, but like at what cost? And I got a deal. It was like, you can buy 50,000 miles for like 400. I was like, why wouldn't I just buy a plane ticket, you assholes? That's the only reason I have this card is to rack up.
True. I have that card too.
Yeah.
I had a big conniption fit about this because I was like, I want to get an app that budgets maybe not even budgets, but I just like have so many different accounts.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see them all in one place. Like
Because you're doing some shady shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like savings accounts, investment, multiple credit cards, my bank account, our joint bank account, like all this stuff. And I was like, I want an app that helps like budget and just like see where all the money is.
Did
all
you
of
find
my
one?
So much money. Well, yeah, but I have to pay for it.
How is it Rocket?
No. I don't even know if I want to give them a plug because I want them to sponsor
What is it? I'll
us.
bleep it out.
Mark money.
Oh, I haven't even heard of that.
$100 a year, but I got my year for $50 because it was a sale at the end of the year.
Fake.
But I'm just like, is that actually worth it? I actually do think it's worth it though. I think it would help you.
Well, let's discuss after because I used one and then I almost quit and it was like, wait, before you go, we can work on a sliding scale. So I paid $3 a month for it.
Oh, heck yeah.
It's called it. I'll bleep that out too.
Okay. In threatening companies that you're leaving so that they'll lower your whatever bill.
Oh, that is
companies,
the best life
Wi-Fi,
hack.
Anything.
It's
just say, I found someone,
man.
who does it for cheaper. And they're like, okay, here's 80% off. You're like, what? I could have done this so long ago.
When I was in financial peril, because guys, I'm definitely not still in financial peril, and I definitely have like no credit card debt, and I'm thriving. One year, I went through all my bills, like they're all through corporations, and we're all about sticking it to the man.
Amen.
On the Anchoevies podcast. I called every single one of them. And think about it, though. If you do this, you will spend a lot of time on customer service. Sometimes, though, it's as simple as going to cancel something through the online portal. And 9 out of 10 of them lowered my bill just because I said, times are tough. I can't pay for this. Mm-hmm. Or I'm thinking of switching to X, which insert their opponent company's name.
Yes.
So, for example, I'm on Spectrum Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is the exact same. It has never changed. And for some reason, they increase me by like $20 every couple months when they're like, oh, we're upping prices. Sorry about it. And it's happened like with everything, including like Hulu. Hulu's literally $20 now. That's insane. 2 years ago, I think I was paying $7.99 a month for it.
It's crazy.
Called, hey, I think I'm going to go to Ziply or whatever the F. I got some flyer in the mail. And I was serious. I was like, oh, it costs this much money. Mm-hmm. I haven't verified that I could even get it at the time. But they were like, oh, my gosh. And also, some of those customer service people are angels. Me and I can't remember his name. Very kind man. We were talking about life. We were just... like, I was definitely sweet talking a little because I was hoping for a certain result.
Sure.
But my words were genuine. And he decreased my bill by 40%. And then he was like, also, if you're like on any government programs, which I wasn't, but also life hack, if any of you guys are, there's like applications that you can put to get like stuff, necessities like that cheaper, which is really cool. Which, yeah, like I said, I didn't qualify, but... it was for students, including if you were getting FAFSA. So had I known that when I was in school, that would have been tight. But yeah, just like looking around for those or hitting cancel my subscription. Usually something will pop up. We don't want to lose you. Here's half off. So one year my Hulu was like 50% off, or it was like $2 or something for 6 months.
Yeah, that's so clutch.
So anything like that, or like my car wash pass, same thing. I went to quit it and they're like, wait, we'll give you 3 months for like $10. I was like, hell yeah, brother. So that is a worthy life hack.
Yeah, that's time well spent. On
Absolutely.
The phone, for sure.
And you're like, oh, it's only $10 a month. That's $120 a year.
True.
Sorry, totally interrupted you.
No, I love that.
Sorry, I got really passionate about that.
Yeah.
But I'm
that's
all
a
about
huge in.
If people can save money, like, let's do it together.
We all need it, sisters.
Yeah.
Brothers.
Even if you're rich, why not do that?
True.
You're still saving money.
Amen.
Wow, that was really beautiful. Another decaf beverages.
Okay. Never had one, but
ever lies.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm talking herbal tea, club soda, decaf coffee. Time to de-stress.
Just drinking plain club soda?
Sometimes, yeah, I'll throw a lime.
Okay.
Okay, that's a lie. I don't do that, but but I have had it and it was pretty good.
I love that.
I had it at a friend's house.
I love a caffeinated beverage, but I support you.
I'm also gonna have caffeinated, but I'm just like bring on the decaf as well. Okay, sorry, I have like one more.
Oh, go for it.
And then we'll wrap this shit up so you guys can get back to your time. Out. Clean girl aesthetic. If you're not covered in slime, doesn't apply to me. And I don't care. We've all seen it. We want the chaos. We want the grime. We want the real just salt of the earth.
What happened to girls just having soot on their face? You know what I mean?
What happened to bunions? Dirt beneath your toenails. Come on.
Yeah. Get some zits on your face.
Yeah, let's like be real, you guys, and just authentic to ourselves.
I entered Zit City this week, and I'm
Same.
probably here to stay. So,
Yep.
you guys can do that too.
So, why don't you get a little mud on the tires, girl?
Mm-hmm.
Please, we're begging you.
Yes.
Get in a mud pit with your besties. Just wrestle around.
On this note, just today, I removed the nail polish from my toenails. And it's like this time of year, I was going to ask you what state yours are in, because I feel like after summer, as someone who doesn't go get pedicures or anything, after summer, I'm just like, well, they're covered up. Yep. And they're at the point where, like, you only had to remove a little bit because it had grown all the way.
Yeah, I have about
ends.
4 or 5 millimeters thick of a stripe on both my big toes.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's about where I was. And it was just, it gets so awful that you're like, now I'm clean girl aesthetic because I've just removed them. And it took very little nail polish remover because, like I
the
said,
effort that it takes is like that.
now into January,
I
it's
grow
been
them
6
out.
months.
Until my mom invites me to get a pedicure and pays for it, then I'll keep them going.
Thank you, Lori.
Battery died. Well, that's a sign.
Yeah, I think we're about to wrap up anyway.
Yeah.
Do you think?
I think so. I think we should go get a beverage.
Eat some chicken tacos from the crock pot.
I was going to say, Tessa, we should thrift after this, but it's 4 p.m. and I don't feel like that.
True.
Okay, guys. That was so much fun.
Yes. Are you about to have the best year of your life?
We're looking at the camera still as if it's running and it's not. But yeah, let's have the best year ever.
Mm-hmm.
The podcast is going to be so much fun this year. I just have no idea. So keep listening to find out.
Yeah, you're going to want to keep listening.
You might want to keep pressing play every week-ish when they pop up on your Spotify.
So true. Guys, we love you so much.
Love you.
We wish the best for you.
Yes, and have a great day.